Welcome back to another episode recap. We're going to talk about The Last Resort, episode 9. I cannot believe we are on episode 9 already. Where has the time gone? This was actually a great episode. I enjoyed it very much. It wasn't funny and silly like the last few episodes have been, with Asuelu acting like a complete ass. I found this episode personally entertaining because we really got into Yara and Jovi's relationship issues, and I found it fascinating. So let's get right into it. We're obsessed with TLC and all the trashy reality TV. It's a recap. It's a recap. It's a recap. In the opening scene, it's Liz and Kalani, and they have a girl chat by the pool.
Kalani and I haven't had any time to hang out on our own, which is kind of a shame because I'm really drawn to her energy. She seems very calm and very sweet. I think she just needs someone to talk to right now.
Liz tells Kalani, "Oh my God, you and Asuelu were vibing last night, flirting and everything." And Kalani's like, "Girl, I was drunk." And then she tells Liz about how Asuelu has cheated on her throughout their entire relationship and their entire marriage. And Liz is shook. She doesn't even know what to say. Because remember, nobody knew about this until last week when she exposed it on the show.
He's cheated on me throughout our whole entire relationship. So he cheated in the beginning, he cheated when I was pregnant, he cheated when I was doing his paperwork to bring him here. So it's been a steady relationship of cheating.
Now, before Kalani came out to the pool, she was with Asuelu, and she noticed him being on his phone and acting a little shady. He kept looking at her from the side, like his side eye, and he was deleting messages in his phone and then looking at her to make sure that she wasn't seeing what he was doing. You know, it's pretty shady. He was getting rid of some evidence. And I can only assume he's doing this because he had this entire sob cry sesh the night before and promised Kalani that he would be a better man and he would never cheat on her again. I think this was when Kalani realized that he's just never going to change. This is who he is. He cannot help it. So she's not going to tiptoe around his feelings anymore. Why should she care so much about protecting his feelings? She's just going to be free and open about her new man. So she ended up unblocking her hall pass. Liz is like, "Ooh, what's his name? Tell me about him." And Kalani's face lights up. And she starts talking about her new boo. His name is Dallas. And they've known each other for about 2 months. Kalani seems to feel so much guilt about hurting Asuelu or leaving him because he is the father of her children. Now, I don't really know why she carries so much guilt. I feel like she should really just let it go and be free and do whatever the she wants. You know, Asuelu and his nasty-ass, crusty-ass, musty-ass white tongue. It's Yara and Jovi's time. Ugh, I keep saying that. It's Yara and Jovi's time for therapy. And Miss Gwen joins via video chat. Now, Yara feels like Jovi includes his mom way too much in their marriage issues, and he tells her things about their relationship that makes Yara a little bit uncomfortable. There are just some things within a relationship that should stay within the couple. You know what I mean? Yara ends up telling Gwen that she's been taking birth control pills behind Jovi's back because she's not ready for a second child, and Jovi wants a second child. Now, Gwen is extremely upset about this. I was actually shocked that she was this upset. She thinks it was so wrong of Yara to do this. And she responds by saying, "I didn't want a second baby. I had to have that conversation with Jovi every single day." And Gwen acknowledges, "I know that you don't want a second baby. You've been very clear about that. But it was still so wrong for you to take birth control without telling your husband."
Did you just say you're on birth control and you didn't tell Jovi?
Exactly.
Why didn't you tell him that?
Because, Mrs. Gwynn, I'm not ready for a second baby right now, and I tell him that every single day.
But getting on birth control without telling him, that's a horrible thing to hide from your husband. That's so wrong.
What the is she supposed to do then? She told him she didn't want another kid, and he said, "Well, I want another kid." And she's like, "But I don't." And he's like, "But I do." So she took birth control. What the is she supposed to do? Gwen says they have a lot of communication issues. This is not anything new. And then she throws Jovi under the bus and she's like, Jovi, you need to tell her what you've been telling me. Okay, tell her about that thing. And he looks really stressed. And he's like, oh, she's not going to understand. And I'm like, what the hell could this possibly be? Side note, Yara looks stunning. I love her freaking hair and I love her freaking makeup. And she looks like a goddess queen. Now back to Jovi. His big secret is, wow, I was shocked. Okay, his big secret is that he was actually offered a job that was close to their home. Okay, do you know what that means? That means he would not, because right now his job, he leaves for months at a time. And he was offered a job right next to his house. It would be office hours. He would be there Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and he would be home every night. And he did not take it. Not only did he not take it, he didn't even tell Yara because he knew Yara would want him to take it. But that was not the best decision for him and his family, according to him.
So you have the offer to work at closest to home, but you refuses?
Yeah.
So why you don't tell me?
Because you would tell me to take the new job, and it would be a problem.
I mean, he says he made the best decision for his family, but really it was the best decision for him. Yara has told him time and time again that she wants him home more. She has such a hard time with him leaving 1 month, 2 months at a time because she's by herself with her child and the father and her husband is not there. She really does not like that.
But it's the same job, right? So you do the same things.
No, I wouldn't do the same thing. It was a different job working like in an office.
And that will be perfect because I will see you. Not like now you're going for a month. At the time, I'm alone all the time. So how you are expecting me to raise 2 kids by myself and you had the chance to be near me and you choose to not be?
He didn't take it because my guess is it benefits him. He can be away at work in peace, doing whatever he does. Then after a month, he misses his wife and his baby and he gets to come back and be involved. And then he gets to get away for another month and then come back. You know what I mean? But she wants him there every day, just like she is every day. I was so shook. And the fact that he wanted another baby, are you f***ing kidding me? Are you f***ing kidding me? If I were Yara, I'd be so pissed. I would be livid. All right. Now after this, Jara and Jovi, I did it again. After this, Jovi and Yara, they join the group at the beach and it's super obvious that they're both in a really bad mood. You can just tell in their faces, they can't even smile. And then Asuelu and Jovi talk at the bar and he has a nerve. I'm talking about Asuelu. He has a nerve to talk about Kalani and how she took his hall pass, blah, blah.
Because I opened her the door because when I'm cheating and then I tell her, go kiss somebody, I didn't think it's going to be more than that.
Shut the f*** up, okay? Oh, and I also heard a rumor that Angela got kicked out of the resort because the guests were complaining about how barbaric and annoying she was. So she got kicked out. She had to stay at a different hotel and she could only come on the property during filming. Now, everybody finds out that Kelly left and then Molly decides to leave. The next morning, Asuelu can't find Kalani. He's like, where is she? Oh my God. He texts her. Where are you? She's like, I'm having breakfast. And he's like, where? No answer. So he walks around the whole entire resort and he cannot find her. He finds Kalani and he's like, where's Kalani? And Kalani doesn't really give a specific answer. And so Asuelu's like, okay, something is going on. Something is not making sense. He's getting a little paranoid. He's getting a little anxious. And now he's feeling like Kalani has given up. She no longer wants to make this marriage work. So then when Kalani comes back to the resort, Kalani goes to Kalani and says, hey, you need to tell Asuelu about everything that's going on because he came to me and asked me about you and I think he knows something's going on and I just don't want to be caught in the middle. So then Kalani was like, okay, I will tell him. Now, the girls and the guys separate. The girls hang out with the girls and the guys hang out with the guys. The girls decide to leave the property and go to another resort to get plastered and drunk. Now, I was like, why are they going to a different resort just to drink? Because this resort sucks. Like the new resort that they went to, it looked really dingy and gross. But then I realized, oh, it's probably because Angela can no longer stay on the resort, especially to drink, because she gets so belligerent. And so they had to go to a different resort to drink. Oh God, this scene was unbelievable. So the girls all sit down and the waiter comes to get their drink orders. And I cannot believe Angela said this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Listen up. This is unbelievable. So first of all, Angela does her thing where she has to harass the men and make them feel uncomfortable. So he's like this really good looking, tall, black guy. And he comes over and she's like, oh my God, where are you from? He's like, I'm from Haiti. And she's like, well, my husband, Michael, he's from Nigeria, but we might get a divorce. And he's like, leave the poor guy alone, you sick. All right, leave him alone. And then she orders a custom drink that she made by herself, and it's called the Michael. And I quote verbatim. Okay, these are her words.
And I call it a Michael because the color looks horrible, like, but it tastes so sweet. And that's how I look at Michael.
I cannot believe she said that. Are you stupid?
Because he treated me like but damn, he tastes pretty sweet.
Now, I did notice when the waiter came back with her drink, Angela looked inside her cup to make sure the color was right, and she described the color as pukey green.
The Michael.
And the Michael. Let me see if the color's right. The color's not right. Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
It's kind of pukey green, right?
So maybe, perhaps she wasn't referring to Michael's skin color when she was like,
The color looks horrible, like. And that's how I look at Michael.
and maybe instead she was referring to him as a person, like he's a shit person. But holy Angela, read the fucking room. You gotta know what you're saying, you freaking idiot. You don't say stuff like that. Oh God, she just so tone deaf. Now Yara asks Kalani what's going on with her and Asuelu. So she tells them the whole thing, how Asuelu cheated on her 12 times all throughout the marriage. Then she saw him secretly deleting stuff on his phone. So she's done with him and she unblocked her hall pass. And guess what? Remember I told you guys that Kalani was nowhere to be found on the resort that one day when Asuelu went to look for her? Well, she was off the property with her man. He came to visit. Production flew him out and they spent the night at a different hotel. Yeah, you go, Kalani. It's your birthday. Go party like it's your birthday.
He decided to fly out. And I spent the night there.
Oh my God. Well,
I know.
So that was pretty much the episode. And still no strip club. Oh my God. I think we are finally getting it next week. We freaking better. We freaking better. Now this, again, I thought it was a great episode. I was glad that we're finally getting to see more of, I don't even know how to say their names anymore. Jovi and Yara's issues in their marriage. I literally cannot believe that the thing that Yara has been asking for, okay, for him to be home, like it was handed to him on a platter. Jovi, you can be home with your wife and your kid every single day. Just come to the office 8 hours a day for 5 days a week. And he didn't take it. And not only did he not take it, he didn't tell his wife about it because he knew that's what she wanted. And not only did he not tell his wife about it, he wanted another fucking baby. I'm so mad. He wanted another baby. He expected her to be home months at a time with 2 children, not only 1, 2. My mind is blown. I just, wow, that's so f***ed up. I just couldn't believe it, you guys. You guys have to tell me your thoughts. I'm just so mad for her. And in the next episode, she gets upset again because the guys go to the strip club and Jovi loves his strippers. I don't even know if she finds out that he contacted one of his friend's strippers to go to the place that she was stripping at. But yeah, he's obsessed with the strippers, and I'm starting to think maybe he needs to talk to someone about this because his wife is begging him, has been begging him to stop going to these strip clubs. And he just keeps going again and again and again. All right, you guys, that's it for the recap. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.